The Walk for Peace journey is not merely a long trek through Georgia or Texas. It is a courageous commitment born of compassion. Having covered over 1,300 miles in 69 days since departing from Texas, the monastic sangha has transcended physical pain, illness, and the harshness of the elements to light the flame of peace. Every step serves as a testament that unwavering determination can transform hardship into a power that serves society. This is not just a physical journey, but a mission to awaken a long-forgotten love, reminding us that true peace resides within every mindful step and the pure presence of every human being. Imagine, in a modern life where we often run frantically after fame and fortune, these practitioners choose to walk up to 30 miles a day, effacing bodily agony and roads as steep as roller coasters just to rediscover the peace we have discarded. The most vivid illustration of this spirit is the monk in Georgia, who, despite having part of his leg amputated due to illness, still opened his temple doors to welcome the sangha, showing that peace lies not in the perfection of the body but in the will to be inclusive. This journey reminds us of a profound daily philosophy. If we cannot walk thousands of miles, we can still walk in our minds right within our own homes. Instead of using weapons of criticism to control loved ones, let us use the footsteps of listening to understand. Ultimately, this mission affirms that peace is not a distant destination, but the way we walk calmly through life's adversities with a heart full of love and compassion, so the ego and the desire for control. The root of darkness. Deep within every human being, there often exists a self-imposed prison called the desire for control and the ego. We tend to want to mold our most cherished loved ones, such as husbands, wives, or children, according to our own wishes, turning a home that should be a nest of peace into a place of expectations and impositions. It is paradoxical that we seek understanding from outside friends but bring home demands, causing moments of peace to vanish instantly over the smallest disagreement. Venerable Tuyen Han reminds us that the greatest enemy is not out there, but the ego and the mind that constantly ruminate on the trash of anger and hatred. When we arrogantly believe we are better or have a more noble faith than others, that is precisely when the ego is present, or preventing us from becoming truly good. Remember that for every high mountain there is a higher one. Everyone has their own lens and perspective through which they view life. Instead of trying to change the world or control others, we must learn to turn back and battle ourselves to purify our minds. Only when we courageously let go of the desire to dominate others can we unlock the love and peace that have been forgotten for so long, making every day of life truly pure and free. Personal responsibility and the art of non-reaction. Peace is not a gift from the outside, but the result of responsible personal cultivation. Each of us is the sole owner of the suffering and pain we have created, for no one can practice in place of another, nor can anyone carry someone else's internal burden. The vast universe has already received too much energy of anger and hatred that we have sown and cast into it, causing everything to bounce back at humanity in various forms of suffering. Instead of directing aggression outward, we need to realize that the greatest enemy is the ego and the restless mind within. Fighting oneself is the most glorious battle. Let us promise ourselves that the year 2026 will be the year of a new person, one who is no longer a slave to anyone and knows how to build peace for themselves and their family. When we correct ourselves and find stillness right within our homes, we are taking the first steps to change the world into a better place. This transformation affirms that if we maintain a calm and pure mind amidst all upheavals, we will master our own happiness without letting anyone destroy or control it. It is the faith in compassion and the persistent practice of mindfulness that will be the key to opening the door to true peace without the need for any weapons. Mindfulness in every moment, sowing the seeds of peace. Mindfulness is not an abstract concept, but a vivid action that begins the moment we wake up. Venerable Tuenyan compares the morning mind to a clean sheet of paper after a long night's rest. But if we do not give it a task, it will automatically pick up trash from the past, bad habits and old pains, to ruminate on them. To prevent this, perform a simple yet powerful ritual. Write down the words, "Today will be a day of peace for me." By combining the movement of the hand, the observation of the eyes, and speaking this declaration aloud, you are sowing the seeds of peace into the universe and asserting your sovereignty, that no one can ruin that stillness except yourself. This practice must be nurtured persistently throughout the day through the most mundane activities. In a society that demands multitasking, leaving the soul fragmented and weary, we are called to return to the lifestyle of doing only one thing at a time. When eating, only know that you are eating. When cooking, changing clothes, or even while using the restroom or bathing, be fully present in every movement. If a sudden thought or a loud noise arises, instead of letting them get stuck in your head to be analyzed or judged, simply note thought or sound and gently return to the in and out breath. It is this art of letting go and living fully in the present that helps the mind avoid being entangled in unsatisfying things, turning every passing minute into a pure and vital experience. Spreading peace from the individual to the universe. World peace is not a distant ideal implemented by weapons, but a natural radiance from awakened souls and warm families. Ending a journey full of hardship but overflowing with love, the core message is the return to oneself. Let us together commit to becoming new human beings, determined to no longer be slaves to anger or the desire to control our relatives. Instead of being preoccupied with arguing over right and wrong or striving to change others, let us courageously turn back to purify our own minds and correct ourselves. The most authentic advice to begin is to take a few minutes every morning to write down an affirmation of your own peace. Then bring that spirit into every smallest task, such as when eating a meal, when drinking water, or in every breath in and out. When each individual knows how to master their emotions and stops reacting blindly to adversity, peace will automatically bloom and spread to the community. That is the greatest spiritual pilgrimage, where love and compassion become the common religion connecting all hearts. Let every step of ours from now on be a step of peace, turning this world into a fragrant garden of understanding and compassion.